This is the Zender SuperBase 2000. Now right now Zender is running a successful crowdfunding campaign for millions of dollars for SuperBase 5. Now Zender sent this out for me to check out just because, well, I lose power a lot. And who's better to try out something that is a person that loses power for whatever random reason? Now the SuperBase 2000 is a 2096 watt hour generator. It has 6 by 2000 watt AC outlets, and it charges in around an hour and a half, which Zender is saying is the fastest charging battery generator in the world. It can also handle up to 4,000 watt surges. This is designed for home use, camping, and even battery backups for power outages. It can even charge my Tesla, which I think is really cool. Now it's not gonna get me like 0 to 100, it will get me just enough juice for around 8 miles of range, which obviously isn't a lot of range, but it's kind of enough to get you to a destination or a supercharger in the event of a power outage. The battery is rated for 1500 cycles until it hits 80% capacity and 3000 until it hits 60%. I don't have a solar setup, so I can't fully test this part out, but it does have the cables and converts most connections to any solar setup that you have, even if you didn't buy one from Zender. Now they also do sell a 200 watt panel that you can travel with, and you can even daisy chain up to 8 of them together. In my opinion, I think it's built solid. It weighs around 46 pounds. That's pretty heavy, but it does have 2 wheels and an expandable handle like you'll find on luggage, so you can roll it around with you until you reach your next destination, or you could even stack things on top of it like extra luggage or speakers or anything you may need, so it becomes sort of convenient, like kind of a trolley, if you will. Now in total, there are 14 ports, including USB-C ports for your small electronics. Now 2 out of the 4 USB ports are gonna be power delivery, which is fast enough to charge a MacBook at the fastest speeds. Now the other 2 ports are gonna be 20 watt, which is standard fast charging for most mobile devices and anything else you may plug into it. It uses something called PV Max. This allows you to charge it in 6 different ways. And you can even charge 2 different ways at the same time, like solar and wall, for even faster charging. Now there's an app that lets you track it via GPS and 4G LTE, giving you detailed information on power usage, software updates, and all that stuff can be pushed to it, and features and updates can be rolled out over the air. And also the 4G works out of the box with 1-year connectivity, so you can connect to it wherever you have signal, and that helps you track it down in the event you're going camping and you forgot where it's at. Now, no word on how much it will be after the first year, but I guess enjoy the first year. It has an RGB underlight, which everything has RGB, and lets you control it via the app. The app also gives you stats, current usage, and the ability to turn off and on different ports, giving you full control over the unit right in the application. There are also additional features too, like gamification to save power, but if you don't want to participate in that, you can get that out of the way pretty quickly. Now there's another feature that could come in handy for some users. It can double as a UPS as well. So you can plug this thing into a wall and plug everything into it, and it's not using any battery, but in the event of power loss, it would kick over to battery to continue allowing you to use your things plugged into it without any hiccups at all. Now I've used it for my gaming PC and my 55-inch monitor just to test it out, and it worked without skipping a beat. Now I love the look of the SuperBase 2000. It has a very modern look, this brushed aluminum plastic that looks pretty good, and it has a very large screen giving you all the detailed information you want. There are 4 buttons, an off and on switch, AC off and on, DC off and also a network button. I haven't had a power outage since this unit came in, thankfully, but I've used it to test how it will work in the event of a power outage. I can honestly say this makes a lot of sense for me, makes a lot of sense for people who camp. I can see it being a pivotal tool to keeping their stuff charged up. And also having the included app is very handy because right now, when I'm out of power, I have to go to my generator and just unplug stuff, turn stuff off. Having the app lets you do it right in one spot, which is definitely nice. I did touch on camping a little bit earlier, and 46 pounds is a lot of weight, but when you think about what you can do with this, with that 46 pounds, I think it just really makes sense. Now, when I talk about my generator, I have a big old-fashioned generator that takes gasoline, and obviously it is stronger than this, but at the same time, it is not convenient where I would never travel with it, and even getting it out is just a big thing I have to do. having something like this to just plug the essentials into it to kind of keep going is fine. Now, obviously, it's not going to, like, you know, do my air conditioning system in my house or do my refrigerator. I mean, that's what the SuperBase 5 is for, but something like this will be something to charge up the essentials in the house and keep things going, like plug in my router, plug in my modem, so I can at least still get some work done. Anyways, guys, make sure you hit the links down below to check out the Zender SuperBase 5 Kickstarter and also the SuperBase 2000, the one I talked about in this video. Kevin the Tech Ninja, have a wonderful day. Holla at you guys later.